Hello, my name's not Farmer Phil, but he did have a good idea. You guys watch Farmer Phil, you know his latest video series has been sorting out his workshop. Now, my workshop's not quite so bad. That said, I've not had my workshop for quite as long as he has. But it's the same script. There's junk everywhere. The workbench is unusable. There's a tractor in bits that should be back together and working, but because it's like that, I haven't really got room to work on that. So, yeah, he's kind of spurred me into action and thought, it's about time I sort me junk out. Get it? Because we have got a few projects. We've got bits over there to do with the subsoiler. They could do with all coming apart, working out, and getting that in a usable condition. The old International, the old Faithful. I need to get her sorted. Even if she just goes to maybe an odd show or two. It'd be nice to get her all back together. And, you know, I've got huge sentimental value with her. And it is a shame seeing her in that state. So, we have made a start. Get rid of the big lumps of crap. The sheets. I seem to have acquired quite a lot of sheets. I've got another one down there, and I think that one there, there's one that was a bit dodgy. I've just chucked that on the fire. Sort out, see what's usable, what's junk. Get rid of the junk. If it's junk, it might as well go. And hopefully give myself a usable space here that I can start looking at getting some of my own stuff done. I've always liked the idea of getting a few old pieces of equipment, do them up, move them on again. You know, so, and you can't do it in this, can you? So, we've got all the sheets sorted out. Burnt a little one. I was going to burn that one, but I found a better use for it. Now, really, the weather usually comes either up the back or out the front. I'll stop while you think about that one. But yeah, basically I just thought we just help it a bit to the side here, because obviously all that's open, so it just stop whatever weather comes that way coming in. We'll darken this corner of the shed up, but that said, on a nice day there's doors here. So on a nice day, obviously without the ladder there and various other bits in the way, I can still work in relatively nice light on my little tractor. I don't think that looks too bad, that. I mean, it's a sheet on the side of the shed, but if you're going to do it, you might as well do a tidy job. Tied it up the top to the roofing nails, stapling the side and a nail in the other side, and then pulled it underneath to try and pull it tight with a few screws. It'll do me. And now of course with all the sheets out of the way, we've got a bit more space to sort the junk out. Might as well call it what it is. There's varying bits here for projects and bits that should be in the truck but aren't in the truck at the moment, and tools that need sorting out, coffee that needs drinking. Coffee. Yes, I love and live on coffee. So, right, I suppose we better... I think I'm going to move everything down to try and give some space, and we'll start clearing some of the storage space to see if we can create space to put stuff. I think that's going to be the best plan first. Be nice to have a workbench that you can work on. It's funny actually, over the past past month or so, I've actually tidied up two people, well, one person's workbench and somebody else's sort of like workshop space. Yet mine still is an absolute mess. I need to have a good go through, and you know, there's probably a lot of stuff here that is sort of probably goable. There's probably stuff here that would probably be better sold rather than keeping hold of it. It's trying to figure out what's actually usable. So there's all the bits like that's something to do with the project. Yeah, I mean that's about it really. I don't want to go too much into this because this is me probably going to be my weekend video unless I can find something better. Yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. I say Little International, I've not got any further with her. In fact, them wheels could... yeah, we stick the wheels underneath the baler. Hoop. I haven't got room to work on the tractor where the baler is. Yeah, I'll get the hub done, won't get the wheel back on though. Yeah, there's bits tidy up around there. Yeah, say it's a shame to see her in this state really. We need to get on with her. Really do need to get on with her. You know, she's got a lot of sentimental history, this little thing. I can't remember if I've told you the story or not. But so this little girl, might as well start with why she's here. Because she's in a little bit of a mess. All right, she's become more of a mess since she's been here. And to look at her and look what's wrong with her, you just perhaps wouldn't bother with her. You'd just turn her in. But this tractor does have a lot of sentimental reason to me, and I'm hoping this winter we are going to start bringing her up to standard. So let's start with why I hold this little wreck so dear. This tractor was originally coming to the family through my granddad. He bought I think probably about a year or two old as a frontline tractor for his he was a beef, sheep and arable farmer. This tractor was hooked up to the ploughs, beet harvester, hauled corn, drilling. It was a frontline main farm tractor at 65 horsepower, and it worked hard while it was with him. My granddad eventually, time of life and everything, nobody was in a position to take on his farm, so it was a rented farm. Wrapped it up, farm sale, everything went except her. He retained this tractor for a while for odd jobs around the sort of homestead, I suppose you'd call it. And then eventually, when he gave up altogether and moved into his retirement bungalow with my gran, She was sent to a friend's for storage until my mum and dad's eventually managed to get a farm and start farming in their own right. Which, there again, she'd become a frontline tractor again. Again, we bought a plough. She was doing a bit of ploughing, cultivation work. It was a feeding out tractor. It was a scraping tractor. It was the everything tractor. This was all we had when we started. This was it. And then obviously as my mum and dad progressed and built up, all the tractors came and went, and she ended up demoted down to just the scraper tractor. Eventually, when I was starting to help out, she was just getting a bit, no brakes on her, clutch wasn't great on her, bit of a bugger to start some days, and she basically got backed into a shed and put in storage. And then, as you know, mum and dad don't farm anymore now. They've retired, had the farm sale, and I wouldn't let her go. She's just been in the family too long, and it's just about time she ended up getting treated to being brought back to life, I suppose. So that's the story of her. That's how she's ended up coming sitting here. Obviously, you know, we've got the usual marks from being a scraper tractor. Front axle, well, that's, you've probably seen in previous videos, that I've stripped all that down. Need to get the parts ordered for that and get on with that. I want to get on with this year. But I mean, she's a bit more of the scraper related. But to me, she's worth keeping. She's worth doing something with. Yeah, so there's that in the cab there. That could be a difficult one to patch. Doors start to go. That was a bugger with these tractors. They've got a little like storage thing in the door. The only trouble is it holds all the crap and rusts the door out. But you know, a bit of daylight on her. She's worth it to me. She's worth keeping and bringing back to life.